Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Clumsy and I make lots of educational videos to help you improve at Fortnite. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys very good tips on how you can reach Champions League. There's a lot I will cover in this video, so without further ado, let's get right into it, and please consider subscribing if this video helps you. Something that is extremely important is understanding how the point system works for solos, duos, and trios. As of Chapter 2 Season 8, this is how the points work. On the screen right now, this is the point format for Arena solos. The only big changes here is that you get less points for elims as you get higher in division, but like always, bus fare will increase. Basically, this is just making it harder to get to Champions League. On the screen, this is the point system for duos. Not much again, pretty much the same. Elim points are decreasing as you increase in divisions. And this is the same for trios as well. By the way, feel free to pause if you need more time to look at this chart. If you're looking for more information about this arena system, I will have the link in the description below. According to this information and this point system, what is the best game mode to play to get the Champions League? I would definitely say play duos. Now, some people will say solos, and I do kind of agree with it, but not really, because this question is hard and not so easy to give really like a straightforward answer. It really depends. Now, what does it depend on? Well, if you're playing duos or trios, the people you play with, your friends, are they good at the game? When you play together, are you gaining more points or are you losing points? If you have a good team and you have built a good chemistry, good teamwork, then you will dominate and get to Champions League much faster. If it's not working, right, you guys are always losing, then solos might be the better answer. Because in solos, you rely on yourself, and not only that, solos is how you improve your skill and find better teammates. But if that's not the case, then play duos. Having someone to rely on and help you is so much better than solos. Solos can be a third-party fest and it can get really tilting. So duos is definitely the for sure answer. If you want to get to Champions League, then being consistent is going to be extremely important. Now, building consistency means lowering the amount of times you're dying off spawn and lowering the chance of RNG, or in other words, luck. How do you build consistency in Arena? This is simple. At the beginning, when you're in open division, it doesn't matter where you land, because at that point, you're trying to play aggro and go for high kill wins, so you would land in highly contested spots. As you climb the divisions, players will get harder and the game will become way more sweaty, meaning you'll really need to rely on skill more than luck. Finding and mastering a job spot is so important. Like I'm telling you guys, it's such a big factor when it comes to gaining points consistently and not losing. You should have two job spots that you know by heart. One job spot will be highly contested and the other one will be more for like playing passively. Now, what do I mean by mastering a job spot? This means you know the structure, where everything is located, chests, different paths you could take, how to land perfectly every time. Because if you're being contested in your job spot, the more you know about this location, the better and the more advantage you will have over the other player, because you're relying on pure knowledge and experience rather than luck. This leads me to my next point. Should you play passive or aggressive? If you want to get to Champions League as fast as possible, then playing aggressive with your duo is the way to go. Think of it like the stock market. Higher risk, more reward. Lower risk, less reward. Playing passive is safer and you have lower risk of losing points, but going for high kills will get you more points, but also you have a higher chance of losing points. Now you may be wondering, well, Clumsy, so which playstyle should you choose when going for Champions League? Again, this question depends on your skill level. If your fighting skills aren't that good, but you have good game sense, then you might want to play passive. This means land on the outskirts, take fights that you know you can win. If you're insane mechanically, you have good piece control and good awareness, then playing aggro will definitely get you to champs quicker. No matter what, I always recommend that you play aggro. Why, you ask? If you're not good enough to enter fights and win fights, then when you get to Champions League by hiding or playing extremely passive, you won't have the skills needed to stay in Champions League. And if you didn't know, Fortnite added a D ranking system in Arena in Season 8. Meaning if you drop below the points needed for champs, then you will be demoted. So what's the point of getting there if you can't compete? Now, some people want to get there and they will say, well, I'll just stop playing so I will never D-rank and then I'll be able to play in all the tournaments. But if you struggle in Arena and you can't compete in champions, then how are you going to win the tournaments? You're just not, which is why you should always play aggro. Tip number 2 is pretty obvious and I'm not going to spend much time on it, and that is to practice your mechanics or warm up in creative. I mentioned this in a lot of my other videos, and trust me, you'll be a lot better warming up and training consistently. So that is what I wanted to mention. Just make sure you're warming up or practicing your mechanics. Whether you're playing passively or aggressively, focusing on zones is going to be your top priority over getting kills. Positioning and being ahead of zones is very important. Let's say you land in a contested spot. It's mid-game and you already have accumulated 10 kills. Imagine this scenario in your head. Second zone is closing in and you are pretty far from zone. As this is happening, there's a fight happening near you as well. Are you going to push that fight or rotate? The smart answer here would be to rotate. Even though you are trying to play aggro and get high kills, you need to use your brain. Play smarter, not harder. Think about it. You might kill him, now it's an extra 10 points, but then you die to Storm and then the game is over. Or you could go to zone, fight people in better areas, get more kills, plus have the chance to win the game, and that is actually worth it. If you're playing passive, then obviously zone will be your top priority because you're indeed going for the win and placements more than getting kills. Tip number 4 is focusing on the meta. At the time this video is out, it's currently chapter 2 season 8. With all these changes in the point system of Arena, items change as well. If you didn't know, llamas don't drop chuck cannons anymore. You can still get them from certain vending machines, but llamas drop spicy chuck splashes now. Basically, this item will give you healing, but not only that, it will give you speed. This item is super useful for when playing aggressive and will give your team a huge advantage during those fights. This next strategy is not really a season 8 only thing, it's been in the game for a while now, and that is to use cards to your advantage. Basically, if you're trying to play aggro and get high kills, any mobility item that is in the season or just in the game, right, doesn't have to be a season related only thing, you need to abuse it. There are annoying items in the game, and sometimes you're gonna hate that people are using it against you, but you're gonna have to deal with it and you're gonna have to use it against other players. Now that is everything I wanted to talk about in today's video, so before you click off, here's a quick video recap. We talked about the new arena point system, figured out which game mode is the best for reaching Champions League. Consistency, the importance of mastering a drop spot, playing passively versus playing aggressively. Remember that you should be always practicing your mechanics and looking for ways to improve your weaknesses. Focusing on zones and focusing on the meta or abusing items that are currently in the game to get more points. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing as it does help me out a lot. These videos take time to make and anything will be appreciated. We are on the road for 400 subscribers, and if you haven't joined my Discord server, link will be in the bio. This is where I talk to my viewers, so come join in and be a part of my community. That is all. I'll see you guys in the next video.